Oi, so check this out. So on the Discord, they've got this thing called the Doom Infinite Demo Guide version 2 scanned PDF, and it's like a old school manual. It's really, really cool. So I actually read through this myself before. I'll put a link to the Discord and a link to this file direct as well, so you can just grab it so you don't need to go to the Discord if you don't want to. They've got it working on Linux, which is cool. But I mean, that's really part of Z Doom and GZ Doom. So if you know what they are, that's, yeah. Android and Steam Deck. So how to get working on Android and Steam Deck and all the bits and pieces that you need. Windows and Linux for alternative starts. Configurations. So go through the configuration and how to set that up to make sure everything's cool. Which options do you need to search for, just in case you have any issues. But I didn't even have to do any of this. I think the only thing I had to do was the display options, because I've got an ultra wide. Then you've got the controls. So some of the controls for me don't work, but I don't need to worry about them too much. So uh, toggle goggles, man. If I knew that, oh, I hate the night vision goggles because they make the game look bad. But I can turn them on and off. Elements for the HUD, which is cool. Goes over that real quick. It's a lot of this stuff you've probably already seen anyway, and we'll get to where I wanted to go and talk about before a little bit later on. So we've got souls, active abilities, curse progress, curse levels, passive power ups. So they just go over some brief stuffs. Saving in progress, because it's a roguelike function, the saving doesn't work traditionally. So it actually tells you in game how it works, but it goes into it a little bit. So limbo is like the overworld, the bit in the middle, and it does change. So I thought I was going nuts, but there's a lot of things in the level that actually change, and I thought that was really interesting. So there are walls and stuff that open up, and then this is what I was looking at before: red soul gates, gold, and rune. So the gold soul gates open permanently. The red ones, they reset after you leave and come back. So they're like puzzles and whatnot. And then the purple rune gates with the symbols on. So you need special things for that. And it does talk about that in here as well. I thought that they used the WAD files from the other Dooms, but they don't. So, but they do say in the Discord that procedural generation is coming. So that's part of the plan. They go over death and resurrection and all that kind of stuff. So there's some cryptic stuff in the book as well. You got achievements, challenge runs, all that kind of stuff, which is cool. So here's the weapons. This is what I wanted to look at before. So they've added a couple of weapons. So we like the grenade launcher, the flamer, and the sniper cannon, which is cool. So you've still got your traditional ones: pistol, chain gun, super shotgun, rocket launcher, plasma rifle, BFG, shotgun, which is cool. Then we got the weapon modding. So this is all the bits and pieces you can change. So like piercing, explosive, Vulcan, Mauler, hunting, infernal, purgator, hedgeman, blood, mini rockets, blaster. So that blood sniper thing that I had before on one of my last videos, based on boiling blood, pierces enemies and leaves a damaging puddle on the floor. Short range but amazing critical chance. That was so much fun to play with. Then of course, like explosive I've had before as well. I don't think I've had any others. But then you've got rocket. So that's for hit scan. Then you got the rocket ones, cluster homing bolts. Bolts I had before as well, so smaller and faster rockets with a time fuse. Storm, meteor, pulverizer, razor, earthshaker, and atom. Atom I wanted to try. Gigantic and powerful explosion vaporizing anything unfortunate enough to get close. So that'd be like a BFG. Then the grenade ammo types: cluster, incendiary, sludge, acid, blood gel, and graviton. So graviton pulls in and damages every demon around. Plasma ammo: Ripper, Bouncy Tracer, Hyper Heavy, Lightning Railgun, Nova, Castle. These are really, really fun as well. Heavy, beefed up version of the normal. The Railgun, long range, precise beam, instant damage. Oh. So then we got the Flamer, Hellfire, Fire Blue, and Shadow Flame. So Hellfire is hotter than normal, lasts longer on surfaces. Fire Blue, flames that penetrate through groups of enemies. Shadow Flame, ghastly flames that seek after demons. So like seeking flame weapon. And then of course BFG 9000. So Gamma, Hyper, Assault, Vega, Protojet, Arc, and Supernova. So of course Supernova, point the gun, pull the trigger to initiate a devastating explosion, don't stand too close. Then they've also got the alt fire. So a lot of the alt fire that you start off with in the early ones, like I had a lot of flashlight, I had shield and supercharger. I actually haven't had any of the other ones yet. I had scope once, but I thought it was just a show for scope. But scope enables the zoom and increases damage by 10 and decreasing spread by 25. So a scope on a shotgun could be interesting, especially when it's coupled with a special ammo type. And then the supercharger doubles weapons damage when used, and you can load up multiple shots at once. Then you got unique weapons. So I actually haven't come across any unique weapons, so there's new unique weapons in there. So we got quirks on the unique weapons: fast draw, speed spread, damage, ammo regen. I've had ammo regen before, so I must have had a unique, or I've had one of these on a weapon and it wasn't really unique. But ammo regen I had on a pistol, so I'd never run out of ammo. But it slowly regenerates, so it's not as game breaking as it sounds. Legendary I've had increases damage and critical chance, but also makes the weapon more costly to modify, which is cool. And then you got negative quirks, so jamming, recoil, slow draw, no critical, speed and spread damage, ammo drain, ammo locked, mode locked, no crosshair, cursed, slowly applies curses. So I wonder if you could do like a curse run. So like you get one of those buffs that increase something based on how many curses you got, so you could farm the curses. There you got your passive power-ups. So they're the ones we pick up. So they do stack, and as they stack, they augment and change charged power-ups as well. Passive power-ups with synergy, so it just goes into that. But basically tells you, like, it doesn't go into all the individual ones, because that's what the guide in game is for, so you do that. But it just tells you what it is. And then the active power-ups. So they usually are cooldown based and you can use them. So I think I found the best one to have, if you can try and get it, which is really hard to try and aim for one, but is the health. You can just hit the F button and use a med kit and get some health back. And then power-up flavors. So cursed power-ups are red. Items with blue are blessed power-ups, improving the base effect without any downsides. And then we got golden, so legendary power-ups, greatly amplify the base effect. So, and then you've got cursed chests and holy chests. So that's cool. And then you got the items in the pickups. So you got the health packs, you got the health and armor bonuses, the cursed vial slightly increases curse level, more health gained. Holy vial decreases the curse level. Soul vial increases your soul count, does not heal. Cursed ammo, so more ammo, yep, and increases the curse level. Cells, rockets, shells, and bullets, pretty normal. Cursed health backpack, cursed backpack, more ammo than regular, increases curse level. Emergency pack adds ammo for your current weapons type, refreshes active ability cooldown, which is cool. Mod pack, so you want to try and farm the mod packs. There's another one actually here, yeah, super mod pack, 5 points. The berserk heals a player, adds melee damage multiplier, stacks, removes some negative status effects. And of course the goggles, reveals invisible demons. Computer map reveals the map layout, reveals secret switches on the auto map, super secret switches if 2 or more were picked up. So it's like a little side thing too. You get more, you try and collect the computer map so you can unlock even more stuff. And then you've got the standard armor, Soul Sphere and Megasphere, and the Invulnerability Sphere. They're pretty normal in the base game. Then you got these ones, or Invisibility is as well. Haste, movement speed and fire rate. Holy Sphere, heals for moderate, decreases curse level, removes status effects. Curse Sphere, high heal, but increases curse level. Quad damage, bit like the old Quake quad damage. And then the infinite runes. So those runes, these are what you have to find to unlock some of the doors in Limbo. And that's what I was trying to figure out what it was for. So then we got the demons. All these demons, I believe here, are the same. It just gives you a readout of HP and the souls. Yeah, all these are the same. And then you got the big guys, the Spider Mastermind and the Cyber Demon. So demons have traits, and then they go into the traits here. So some of those ones where I've seen like golden, reflective golden spherical shield reflects every projectile, taking only small direct damage from those. So there's invisibility as well. There's all sorts of stuff like undying. Will start reviving itself after being killed. Can revive only once. Cannot revive if gibbed. So sometimes as you get later on into the levels, you're going to have to actually like double tap. Maybe. I don't know if it works. Maybe it does. Maybe like with a grenade launcher. I'll have to try it. Traps and obstacles. I've been killed by traps and obstacles many, many, many times. Weather and map events. So this was interesting. So they actually add all of this stuff into it. So we got stormy, rain, blood rain, toxic rain, fog, ash, storm. And it seems to go in a cycle, but it starts randomly. And there's other stuff that happens as well. So the giant eye in the sky, menacingly observing your every move, will slowly inflict the weak status effect. Rain of literal meteors will indiscriminately pummel at anything unlucky enough to be outside. So I was running around. I wasn't recording it at the time. I was just playing it because I actually really liked just playing it. And yeah, like the whole level went this red. And then I was running around. I was in like a corridor, and I came outside, and I just fucking died. And I was like, what the hell just happened? So that's what it is. Then you got the map curses. So I don't think I've actually got into any of the curses yet because I haven't gotten high enough. But now that I know what's going on, barrels of various kinds are spawning at an alarming rate. Curse of Steel Death. Oh, that sounds so cool. Status effects. So you got weak, bleeding, poison, shock, explosive protection, reflect, dread, curse, rapid fire, frenzy, night vision, environmental protection, invisibility, haste, slow, and vulnerability. Most of these are self-explanatory, but like frenzy forces you to shoot continuously without any control. So interesting. And then cursed. So I've seen this bar come up before. Greatly reduces max HP and lowers the luck stat. So that's very interesting. And I've had reflect a couple of times. So reflects projectiles, which is cool. And tips and tricks. Don't forget that demons can infight each other. Sometimes it's better to make them do your job for a while, especially when low on ammo. Berserk pickups found in Limbo preserve their damage multiplier for the next rotation. That's cool. Red super secret switches are one way only, meaning you cannot enter such a secret again on the same map. Some ammo types allow you to aim at your feet and blast yourself upwards to quickly read advantage positions. So rocket jumping, like Quake. Now, the cooldown for every active ability is reset upon leaving Limbo. You can use this to buff yourself just before walking through the green portal. So if you ever play World of Warcraft, it's pre-pot. So pre-pot, then start the encounter. So as soon as you start the encounter, it's ready to go, and you can do it again. If you see markers for the exit keys, you can see markers for the exit keys and secret switches if discovered on the computer map. So tab. Yeah, so you pick up the computer maps and that shows more. So I didn't know that. So I'm gonna have to go in there and actually have a look and see if we can figure that one out. The smaller limbo doors are always randomized, creating opportunities to restock your ammo, heal yourself, and find useful items, or even unlock additional rooms. Don't forget to pay them a visit from time to time. Use weapon-specific keybinds. Browsing through each and every weapon just to get what you need is slower. That's true. I should be using the buttons instead of the wheel. Challenge rooms and limos always allow you to back out if the situation overwhelms you. Not getting an reward, but escaping alive sounds good exchange. Brown pools of mud slowly swallow items placed on them. It's best to pick up whatever you need before it's too late. That's interesting. The Cyber Demon and Spider Mastermind are no longer protected from splash damage. Interesting. Sometimes opening the path to the exit and only then exploring the map further to gather souls and resources might be a good idea. So I've done that a little bit. Sacrificial Pit will end your run instantly, but depending on your items, stats, weapons, additional rewards will appear at the beginning of the very next run. This method also works for challenge runs. I don't think I've come across that yet, but that's interesting as well. Do not forget about weapon modding. Yeah, I keep forgetting about weapon modding as well. Other times it's better to wait for more powerful unique weapon as a modded weapon base. Keep an eye on the curse level, try to adapt accordingly. Staying in one place for too long might make the next one deadly. Yeah, so first map, don't wait until like curse level 7 and then go to the next map because you'll just get your ass handed to you. Tips and tricks. Going straight for each pickup might not be the greatest option. Sometimes it's better to look around. Curse level does increase in secret areas, but some power-ups become inactive as well. When lost on rotation levels, try follow the green arrow. Yeah, that's me. I always get lost. Your fists are more powerful than you think. Use both attack keys to punch with both of them. Hold down the key to charge an attack. There are some hidden combos as well. Interesting. Various passive power-ups can interact with each other to negate some of the negative effects. When losing HP from the bleeding heart, picking up any health regenerations will stop it. Interesting. Some passive power-ups have hidden effects and status effects that do not appear in the HUD. Example, leg or hoof passives have a chance to ignore damage from harmful pools of liquid. Preview what's neck rotation by looking through the exit portal in Limbo and prepare yourself better. Yeah, so you can see like a preview of the starting area of the next map. I've noticed that a couple of times, which is really cool. Going for all items secret in a rotation isn't worth it all of the time. Punching demons will increase the combo meter. Every 25 hits, your melee power will be increased by 1 and you'll be healed for 25 health. The combo meter resets after a short time. So I could do a melee run. That might be interesting. Try playing on training mode to familiarize yourself with the maps and demon patterns. It's not called easy mode for a reason. Switch to a weapon using ammo type you lack the most just before picking up emergency packs to maximize the effect. Oh, okay, yeah. So if you're running out of ammo and there's an emergency pack, switch to the low ammo weapon and pick up the pack so you can get some more ammo. Don't forget to use your active ability. Demons can be hurt by explosive barrels and traps as well. Make sure your crosshair is visible and your mouse look is enabled. Auto aim is disabled in Doom Infinite. Demons with green health bars are your friends. Don't waste your ammo trying to kill them too. Their attacks won't harm you, but they can act as living shields as yours pass straight through them. I'm assuming they mean that I can shoot through them. There's a hidden max armor stat that influences armor pickup efficiency. If your armor amount is displayed in green, it means you'll have reached the cap, and those pickups will grant less armor. You can increase this cap by collecting various armor-themed power-ups. Interesting. And then troubleshooting. So can't save, can't continue, settings aren't saved, yada yada yada. Game behaves oddly, stuck on a map. There is an unstuck button. There's the Discord invite. I will put that in there. Notes, because there's always notes, and credits. So they do have Patreon. And I will be dropping some dollars on them shortly. To add my support because I do very much enjoy this. It's a very, very good. And there's the Ko-Fi, the ModDB, and the Patreon. So I'll put all those in there as well. But this whole thing is done in the style of an old school manual, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So I'll also put the link to that in this as well. So you should definitely have a look and check it out. It's only 15 megs. It's a PDF, so it's safe. In my opinion, but you should always do your own due diligence. I don't know how to do things with PDFs, so, but it's well worth the read. Even just looking at like the background pictures and even like some of the old school arts and stuff, it's really, really cool. So yeah, I thought this was excellent. So I'm going to definitely get back into it and play a bit more, and hopefully I'll be able to capture some decent looking gameplay and see what happens. But they're actively working on it, which is cool. Their Discord is very active, and yeah, I like it a lot. So you should definitely check it out. So that's Doom Infinite, the companion book for the demo. Fantastic. Well, thanks for listening, and I will see you later on.